Hi guys, and welcome back to Arduino Masterclass series. In this video, I'll show you what's a serial monitor, how to use it by building some circuits, and let's get started. The serial monitor is a tool inside the Arduino IDE that lets your Arduino talk to your computer. It's like a simple chat window. Your Arduino can send messages, numbers, and data to your computer, and you can read them in the serial monitor, which helps you see what your Arduino is doing. So for example, is the temperature sensor turned on, does the motor work, or anything else like receiving data from the sensors, and everything you can write in there. So this is the serial monitor icon. So as you can see, when I press it, at the bottom of Arduino IDE appears the serial monitor. It says not connected because I haven't connected the Arduino to the PC yet. To use the serial monitor with Arduino, you need to start communication in your code. So in the setup function, we add this line: serial.begin parenthesis -600 and semicolon. So this tells the Arduino to start talking to the computer at a speed of 9600 bits per second, which is a common speed. If you have noticed, in ESP32, this value is 115,200. Now we are all set up, and now we can print something in the serial monitor. So to send data to the serial monitor, we use serial print, serial.print, double quotes, and let's write hello world. So now to start the communication, first of all I need to connect the Arduino to the computer. Alright, so I choose the port, everything is right. Now send the code, and there is a error message because I forgot to add semicolon here. Alright guys, as you can see, hello world is written in the serial monitor, but side by side. It's so confusing, I struggle while reading. So what we're gonna do to prevent this, we'll just add ln, so serial.println, and now send again the code. And yeah, now it's perfect. Now let's make something different. Let's connect a button to Arduino, and when I press the button, we'll write in the serial monitor button is pressed and not pressed when it's released. Alright guys, so to make this basic circuit, we need some jumper wires, a breadboard, a 10k ohms resistor to remove the unnecessary signals coming from the button. In other words, parasitic electricity. A button, it could be with 4 pins or 2, it doesn't matter. And a Arduino Uno, of course. So first, let's make the button connections. Set the button to the breadboard. One side of the button I connect to the second pin on Arduino, so pin 2. And the other side to 5 volts. By the way, if you don't know how to use the buttons with Arduino, you can check this video on my channel. Now pick the resistor and wire up ground with the button's pin where the digital pin of Arduino is connected to. And we're all done. Alright, so as we said, first in the void setup function, we tell the Arduino to start the communication with the computer at speed of 9600 bits per second. Serial.begin parenthesis 9600 and semicolon. Now in the void loop, oh wait, we forgot to define the variables. So we'll define 2 variables. Button pin. This is actually, in this line actually I name the button to make it easy for use. And button state. And this variable will store the values coming from the button. So the state of the button, whether it's pressed or not. And now again, in the void setup, I set the button pin as an input. Now in the void loop function, we set the button state variable as digital read the second pin, so the button pin, semicolon, and then here comes the serial monitor, serial.print button state, semicolon, and now serial.print line, actually, so it'll be clearer when we read the value. Button state, so the variable, whether the button is pressed or not, and semicolon. Now finally add a small delay so it doesn't float the serial monitor too fast. Let's make 500 milliseconds, and semicolon. Now connect the Arduino with your computer and test it. So let's see, guys. Press the button. As you see in the serial monitor, button state is 1, and when I release it's 0. So that's the logic of the serial monitor. For example, if you connect temperature and humidity sensor to Arduino to check the temperature and humidity values, you can use serial monitor. Or for debugging, to make sure if your code doesn't contain any error. I mean, not technical errors, but for example, does my motor turn on, or does my sensor work, anything else. We'll explain this in more detail in future videos, so don't worry. This is all about the serial monitor. I hope you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.